The first way to care for the D is to take care of its hygiene. My kings, the goal here is to make sure the D is well taken care of at every given time, and because of this you have to pay attention to its hygiene. Make sure to shave or trim the hairs down there from time to time. If you're not a fan of shaving it all off, make sure you at least trim it from time to time. This is because when there is a lot of hairs down there, they will start retaining sweat, and when that happens it will start oozing off some very bad odor, and that is not something you want for yourself as a king. You don't want to be seen outside. Let's say maybe you have a low cut and your hair is trimmed nicely. If you have braids on, your braids are on point. If it's also dreads, you have everything properly arranged. But now when a woman wants to go down with you and meet you in the other room and you take off your clothes, then she starts perceiving this bad odor from down there. That is definitely something you don't want for yourself as a king, because that will ruin your reputation, which is why you should pay attention to the hygiene of the D. And it doesn't just stop at you shaving off the hair or trimming it off. You also have to make sure when you are cleaning it, when you are washing or having your bath, you make sure you scrub it properly. Raise everything up. I mean everything. I know you understand what I mean. And make sure to scrub properly. Don't just pour water on your body and then rush out and say you are done. No, take your time to scrub every part properly. And also, if there's something you can do from time to time or as often as possible, you can use lime. Maybe after shaving, you use it on around the D, around all those areas where you just shaved off the hair. You make sure to use it down there and then wait for at least 5 to 10 minutes before you have your bath. You can make it a habit and do it often, maybe every day or maybe once a week. It's just something that you have to choose which one works for you. But at least immediately after shaving, you should try to do that, because it will help you take away every bad smell, every bad odor down there. And also make sure to change your undies very often. Don't be the king that's like, oh, I'm a man. Why am I changing my things? Why am I a woman? And then you keep wearing the same thing over and over again. No. Remember, that place is very enclosed and as such can retain a lot of heat. So if you're doing that, what you wore before, let's say you wore a particular boxers yesterday and you bring it to wear it again today, because of the sweat it had retained yesterday, by the time you're wearing it today, those sweats are also going to start being fresh again, because you're still going to sweat down there and they are all going to go down to that particular boxers, and that will just make it a very, very unpleasant odor coming out from down there. And again, like I mentioned, that is not something you want for yourself as a king. So you have to pay attention to all these things and make sure down there is always clean and properly taken care of. Another way to care for the D is to not dip it in any hole you see. Now, my kings, this is a no-brainer. It is something you definitely have to pay attention to, because remember, the goal here is to take care of the D. So don't just go dipping it in any hole that you see. It is not every food that is meant for you to eat. That is exactly how it should be when it comes to the other room too. It's not everything that is under a skirt that you should dip your D in. Do not do that. Make sure you're very selective and particular about the type of food you eat. And also, when you want to go down with a woman and you notice that maybe that there is a bad odor down there or she has a weird discharge, please just don't do it, especially doing it without protection. Even with protection, it's still very scary, not to talk of doing it without protection. So you have to be very careful and make sure not to dig it in any hole that you see, because that is a way you would definitely be sure you are taking care of the D. Now, another way to care for the D is to not use uncertified products down there. Now, my kings, this is what I mean. You know, there are so many products out there. This one will say, oh, this is for D enlargement. This is for helping you last longer. This is for that. Just apply it on your D and wait for so and so time. Please, my kings, do not fall for these things. Don't use products that are not certified. Do not use products that are not recommended by maybe a medical practitioner or someone who knows the deal. If that person is just a regular person who is selling this type of products to you, please do not get it, because you would not want to make the day sick by using a product that would some way somehow affect you on the long run. That is definitely not what you want for yourself as a king, which is why this product should be a no-no for you. Now, just like the previous point, the next thing you should do to take care of the D is to avoid taking excessive medications. Now, my kings, I know you want to last long. You have to make sure that the D is well taken care of. You want to do all those things, but you have to make sure you are not taking these medicines in excess. Don't make it a habit where anytime you want to go down with a woman, you have to use medications first. Anytime you want to do anything, you have to use medications first. That will actually be drug abuse, and also it might lead you to having side effects later. Most of these medications have very bad side effects, so when you continue taking them excessively, on the long run, it will definitely affect you one way or the other. And you know very well that you would not want to kill the D, because just imagine you have everything, all the money, everything is set, but your D is dead. That's definitely going to take away from you as a king, which is why you should pay attention to these things and not use excessive pharmaceutical products and medicines just to make sure you last long. There are also other natural remedies that you can use to achieve these things that these medications do. So it's better you opt for those ones than to use these pharmaceutical medicines time and time again. As I said, that might be something that will be very harmful for the D, and that's not what you want for yourself as a king. Now, the last way to care for the D on my list today is to avoid excessive masturbation. Now, my kings, it is no news that anything done in excess is detrimental, and that is exactly the same thing with this act. This act is an act that when performed in excess, the D can start having low self-esteem. I know you understand what I mean, my kings. Or maybe vomiting way before you even start what you want to do with a woman in the other room. Or maybe giving you sores down there because of the excessive rubbing and friction. That is exactly why this act is something you should never perform in excess, especially now that the goal is to make sure you are taking good care of the D and having it in good shape at all times. So that's it for this video, my kings. These are 5 ways to care for the D. Please do let me know if you found this video interesting and informative as well. Do well to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Turn on the notification bell, like this video, drop a comment down below, share this video with your family and friends, and see you in the next one. Bye.